This is CTC News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Friday, July 12, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Kotar and this is CTC News broadcasting live from CTC Studios at Eustatius Mall. In tonight's local news, inflation down in Caribbean Netherlands, State Secretary Kleinsma on work visit to Saba, Statia and Bonaire, excavation work uncovers historical ruins in Lower Town, and finally, Rebels to host grand concert. Details in local news right after this break.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Trans-Angola Airways. Service commences on July 15, 2013. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday morning and afternoon flights to St. Kitts and return to Statia same day or overnight at your convenience. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday morning and afternoon flights to Anguilla and return with connections to St. Martin on Wednesday and Saturdays with free stopover in Anguilla. For further information, please visit our office at FDR Airport effective July 10, 2013 or call us at 318-0269, 588-5861 or 524-7560. Trans-Anguilla Airways, looking forward to serving you.
You can reach me on an airplane. You can reach me.
CTC News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Inflation on all three islands of the Dutch Caribbean fell further in the second quarter of 2013. On Bonaire, it fell to 1.5%, on Sint-Eustatius to 1.8%, and on Saba to 1.0%. The largest decrease was on Sint-Eustatius, where inflation is still the highest of the three islands. Inflation rates on the islands rose substantially in 2011 to levels as high as 6.3% on Bonaire, 10.9% on Sint-Eustatius, and 7.4% on Saba in the fourth quarter. The rates started to fall in the first quarter of 2012. This does not mean that prices in general decreased, but that the year-on-year price increases were smaller. In the space of 3 years, prices rose by 9.7% on Bonaire, by 18.3% on Sint-Eustatius, and by 12.1% on Saba. Inflation fell to 1.5% on Bonaire in the second quarter of 2013. In the previous quarter, consumer prices were still on average 2.5% higher than 12 months previously. Prices of motor fuels and motor oil had the largest downward effect on inflation. The effect of the substantial increase in prices of these products in the second quarter of 2012 has now worn off. The decrease in prices of, among other things, hairdressers, toiletries, food and telephone rates also had a downward effect on inflation on Bonaire. On Sint-Eustatius, inflation dropped sharply from 3.9% in the first quarter of 2013 to 1.8% in the second quarter. Prices of recreation and culture accounted for a large part of this decrease. price rates for the central antenna system went up considerably in the second quarter of 2012. The effect of this increase has now ended. Prices of food and clothes did not rise by as much as in the previous quarter, and this also had a downward effect on inflation. Electricity prices had an upward effect on inflation on this island. On Saba, inflation fell by 0.2 of a percent point in the second quarter of 2013 to 1%. Developments in prices of clothes and eating and drinking in cafes and restaurants pushed down inflation. Although prices in cafes and restaurants were still 3.4% higher than 12 months previously, the 7.5% year-on-year increase in the first quarter was still substantially larger. Prices of electricity and water had an upward effect on Saba's inflation, according to CBS. State Secretary for Social Affairs and Employment, Yetta Kleinsma, will be paying a work visit to Saba, St. Eustatius, and Bonaire from Sunday, July 14th, until Saturday, July 20th. State Secretary Kleinsma will arrive in the Caribbean Netherlands on Sunday, July 14th at 1:35 p.m. on Saba, where she will be received by Island Governor Jonathan Johnson. On her Saba program are meetings with the Executive Council and with representatives of employers and employees. Kleinsma will speak also with a number of people entitled to old age pension at Ove, and she will visit Honorably Henry Every home. On Tuesday, July 16th, the State Secretary will travel to Statia, where she will be received by Governor Gerald Burkle at the F.D. Roosevelt Airport at 9:30 a.m. Kleinsma will meet with the Executive Council and representatives of employers and employees on Statia as well. She will also speak with employees of the Department of Labor and Social Affairs and of Youth and Family. State Secretary Kleinsma will be visiting the Agricultural Hazel Plantation Project and Auxiliary Home on Wednesday, July 17th. A visit to New Star Station Terminal is scheduled for the afternoon. During the last Caribbean Netherlands Week held in the Netherlands in March, Kleinsma said she considered a visit to the Caribbean Netherlands of the utmost importance and that she wanted to be personally informed about the situations on the island. There has been much excitement the past few days in the Lower Town area just adjacent to the Blue Bead restaurant. Motorists and pedestrians alike may have witnessed some excavation work being carried out. While removing the dirt on location of what is said to be all part of a preparatory work for a hotel project, a very large ruin has been uncovered. Archaeologists were on hand, which is customary when it comes to any form of excavation in areas where historical finds are most likely. The two archaeologists have thus far uncovered an intact floor and walls of an old ruin. Since the discovery, the site has attracted many folks in the community. Some claim to have remembered playing in the ruin before it was buried by dirt from the eroding cliff above. The complete size and just how deep into the hillside this ruin goes has not yet been determined, as there is still much excavation to be done. CTC will continue to keep you informed as work on the site progresses. Homegrown and internationally renowned band Rebels HD will be live in concert at the Lord Jean Complex on Saturday, July 13, 2013. The Rebels band, which started in 1996, is known to many for its consistency over the years. The Rebels have always participated with Statia's Carnival, whether on stage or on the road. It's this consistency and loyalty to their fans that led them to capture various titles over the years, such as Band of the Year and Road Match Champs. Today, the Rebels Band has evolved into Rebels Band HD. They have graced different stages in Europe, USA, and of course, the neighboring Caribbean islands. Rebels Band HD has been bringing us music for 14 years and been promoting their original tracks home and abroad. In related news, local recording artist and second lead singer of the internationally renowned band Rebels HD made a grand gesture earlier today, which left his #1 fan crying tears of joy. Little Miss Chanel Hook, who considers herself Showtime's #1 fan, received a ticket for the concert of Rebels Band HD, which is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, July 13th at the Lord Jean Sports Complex. Hook was quite surprised when Showtime suddenly approached her to present her with a ticket for tomorrow's event. That was certainly a moment Miss Chanel will remember for a very long time. Coming up next in regional news, former CJ says St. Kitts Nevis no confidence motion should be debated, and 76 confirmed dengue cases on St. Martin in the past 6 months. Details in regional news right after this break.
Trans-Angola Airways. Service commences on July 15, 2013. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday morning and afternoon flights to St. Kitts and return to Statia same day or overnight at your convenience. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday morning and afternoon flights to Anguilla and return with connections to St. Martin on Wednesday and Saturdays with free stopover in Anguilla. For further information, please visit our office at FDR Airport effective July 10, 2013 or call us at 318-0269, 588-5861 or 524-7560. Trans-Anguilla Airways, looking forward to serving you.
You can reach me on an airplane. You can reach me.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
Welcome back to those of you just joining us. We have reached our regional and international segment for this evening. It is very unprincipled to evade a motion of no confidence, according to the former acting Chief Justice of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Sir Brian Allain. Allain, speaking in his capacity as former leading jurist, agrees with the position of the Speaker in Parliament in Basseterre that the court should go ahead and hear his concerns in relation to a case on the motion despite the group of parliamentarians who brought the case having withdrawn it. Speaker Curtis Martin told Parliament on Monday that he wanted these issues dealt with and that his legal representatives would seek to have that addressed when the court meets on Thursday. Allain doesn't think it likely that the Speaker will get his way. Well, if the matter is not before the court cannot determine he has filed a counter motion or a motion in the matter. Perhaps he can require it to be heard, Allain told Wilm FM. The retired jurist, a former Dominican parliamentarian who held a number of portfolios as a government minister in the Eugenia Charles administration, says it is a sad development that the motion of no confidence has not been heard to date. My view is that motions of no confidence should be heard and should be given high priority. Delaying the hearing of motions of no confidence is very contrary to all the principles of democratic governance and of parliamentary governance, Allain said. Heard in news from around the region, there were 76 confirmed cases of dengue fever in St. Martin over the past 6 months, January to June, indicating an increase in reported cases, the Health Ministry's section General Health Care, or SGHC, reported on Wednesday. There were a total of 301 laboratory requests. The highest number of cases, 23, was reported in June. A total of 15 cases were reported in January, 14 in February, 8 in March, 6 in April, and 10 in May. SGHC is calling on the population to take daily actions to eliminate mosquito breeding places around their home and workplace. On a daily basis, check containers such as buckets and water tanks for larvae and eliminate the breeding source. Water tanks should be properly secured and screened to prevent mosquitoes from entering, SGHC said. They went on to advise the public that if there were any containers with water for mosquitoes to lay their larvae, there will be more adult mosquitoes. Dengue fever is transmitted by the female vector Aedes aegypti mosquito. The Aedes aegypti mosquito is distinguished by its markings. The body of the mosquito has alternate black and white horizontal stripes. The Aedes aegypti mosquito lays her eggs in clear, clean, stagnant water. Within 8 days, the mosquito can complete its life cycle from egg to larvae to pupa and to an adult mosquito. The SGHC called on the community, especially homeowners, to be proactive in implementing mosquito preventive measures on their own property in order to prevent vector-borne disease. Residents of St. Martin were urged to contact the Health Ministry for more information. In international news, China plans world's longest sea tunnel at $42 billion. China will invest 260 billion yuan, or about 42 billion US dollars, to revive a long-stalled plan to build the world's longest undersea tunnel across the Bohai Strait, linking the country's eastern and northeastern regions, state media said on Thursday. The 123-kilometer tunnel will run from the port city of Dalian in northeastern Liaoning province to Yantai city in eastern Shandong, the China Economic Net website said. The report did not say when the project will be completed. China announced plans in 1994 to build the tunnel at a cost of 10 billion and set to be completed before 2010. But more than 20 years on, the project remains stuck in the planning stage, the website said, without elaborating. At the time, state media said the tunnel would shorten the traveling distance between the two regions by 620 miles. The cost could be reoccupied in 12 years, said Wang Menshu, a member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering, who estimated annual revenues from the tunnel at around 20 billion yuan, the website said. Freight is very profitable, Wang said. The report comes nearly a month after Nicaraguan lawmakers gave a Chinese company a 50-year concession to design, build and manage a shipping channel across the Central American nation that would compete with the Panama Canal. Japan has the world's longest undersea tunnel. The 54-kilometer Seikan Tunnel links Honshu and Hokkaido islands and started operating in 1988 after more than 2 decades of construction. The Channel Tunnel between England and France is about 51 kilometers long. That was it for our news stories for this evening. Coming up next, your 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia Saba and St. Martin. Details on local weather conditions for the weekend after this break.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, don't have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause I care.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast, we will begin on Station Saba. Tonight, Friday, July 12th, late showers with temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Saturday, July 13th, AM showers, temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east at 13 miles per hour. On Sunday, July 14th, scattered showers, temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east at 15 miles per hour. Now on to St. Martin, tonight Friday, July 12th, late showers, temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow and Saturday, July 13th, AM showers, temperatures of 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east at 7 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, July 14th, scattered showers, temperatures of 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 10 miles per hour. There you have it, folks. That was another edition of CTC News Live. CTC News airs 3 times weekly on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. We'll be back on Monday with more local, regional, and international news stories. But until that time, do have a good one.